What's going on, guys? What's going on, Chai Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, Asia Wilson has had a amazing, a amazing WNBA season. She has had 1,000 points. She broke the Aces record. She won MVP. She clinched her team in the playoffs this year. But she lost against the New York Liberty, which is a very good team that met in the finals. But I think Angel Wilson overall had an amazing, insane season. Like, we gotta give credit where credit is due to Angel Wilson because we do not know what we're going to see next season from Angel Wilson. Because you're probably going to have Caitlin Clark coming back better. You're probably going to have Angel Reese come back better. Sabrina Usu come back better. Sabrina Usu come back better. Um, um, Sabrina Usu come back better, and um, Brittany Stewart come back better, and probably Tarasi if she doesn't retire. But this season, Aja Wilson was had a dominant season. We can say that. We can say that she had a dominant season. She had a dominant season. And she's going to be one of those players that have dominant seasons. And I definitely think she definitely had a dominant season. When you look at it, you can say that Aja Wilson had a dominant season. We all know that. Aja Wilson had 34 points a game. Had 34 points a game. Aja Wilson did everything. Aja did everything that she wanted to do. And that's what she did. She wanted to win MVP for a second time. She broke the all-time scoring record has 1,000 points. I definitely think when you look at this, you can say that you can say that you can say that this was a good dominant season by Aja Wilson. Even though she didn't win a championship this year, didn't make it that far this year, she still had a dominant season. We can say that. She had a dominant season. Like, she's going to be up there with the best of the best in the WNBA. But all of these players, Caitlin Clark's going to come back better. Angel Reese going to come back better. Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Usko is going to come back better. All of these players are going to come back better. Are going to come back better. And this is what I think. I think when you add somebody like um like um like Angel Wilson in that conversation with the best player in the world, I can say that that she's going to be up there. She's going to be up there. She's going to be up there. But Asia Wilson has had a amazing, dominant season that we are going to remember. That we are going to remember. We're going to remember this season. We're going to remember Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark breaking records as well. We're going to remember. We're going to remember this. In other news, the New York Liberty is going to the NBA Finals. I definitely think if that half-court three-point shot by Jackie Young, if that half-court three-point shot from Jackie Young against the Aces made that, if they counted that, I would say that it would be a good game. It would be a good game. But the Aces just didn't have enough this season. They did have the same team, but it's hard to three-peat. It's hard to three-peat. Because when we look at it, you're going to see probably the Chiefs are trying to three-peat, is what I'm trying to say. The Chiefs are trying to three-peat. The Chiefs are trying to three-peat. I think Asia Wilson overall, I think the finals overall, what I mean, I think when the Aces hold it, Sabrina Ionescu to 0 points in the first half, and then this letter scored 9 points in the first half. If the Minnesota Lynx can do that, the Minnesota Lynx could actually win a championship. Could actually win a championship. Because what you're saying is that with the New York Liberty, they're more motivated. They were more motivated because they met the Aces in the finals last year. So what you're telling me is that they're more motivated than anything right now? They're more motivated right now? They're more motivated? They're more motivated? In other news, LeBron James and Bronny has been the first ever son-father duo in the NBA. Now they played in the preseason. This past year. They played in the preseason this last year. They played in the preseason this year, is what I'm trying to say. They played in the preseason this year against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They played in the preseason this year against the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're also talking about if Jackie Young hits that free against the Aces, if Jackie Young hits that free against the Liberty, if Jackie Young hits that free against the Liberty, I would say the Aces in that free counted, which I don't know why that 3-point shot from Jackie Young didn't count it. She got it off in time to me. She got that 3-point shot off in time to me. If I was the ref, I would count it that 3-point shot. I would count it that 3-point shot from Jackie Young. If if the Aces played good defense, like we saw, if the Aces played good defense, like they did free, like they did game 3 at home to force a game 4 against New York, I would say the Aces. It would be a Aces Lynx finals. It would be a a a Aces a Aces W a Aces Minnesota Lynx finals. Like, I'll give credit to the New York Liberty, who was the better team that game, because those 2 minutes in a game decides the factor. But we have to give A'ja Wilson a lot of credit, because I can't wait to see what she does next year in the W. If Jackie Young hits that free, if Jackie Young hits that free against the Aces, if Jackie Young hits the free against the Aces, I mean, if Jackie Young hits that free for the Aces at the buzzer, I would say in the last 2 minutes against the New York Liberty, if the Aces play good defense, I'm not saying this game the Aces play good defense. I'm not saying that. The Aces play amazing defense, because you won game 3 on your home court. You dropped the first 2 games to the Liberty. You dropped the first 2 games to the Liberty. You dropped the first 2 games to the Liberty in New York, and then you win game 3. You win game 3 at your home court, which I said you don't want to go down 2-0 in this series. You don't want to go down 2-0 in this series. I think in game 4, if that free by Jackie Young counted at the buzzer, which it should have counted, come on, it shouldn't count it. Jackie Young's 3-point shot should have counted at the buzzer. But I do think if the Aces played good defense, amazing defense, in that fourth quarter, because those two minutes in the fourth quarter changes the factor and changes the game. Who will win that game? And I'll give all the credit to the New York Liberty, because they played a better game. They were the better team. Because it's hard to three-peat. And you have to give credit where credit is due to A'ja Wilson for having a good, dominant season. A good, amazing, dominant season. Because what she did this season, I can't wait to see what she does next season. And I'm going to say this. When you have the first son-father duo in the NBA, like this is the first son-father duo that we're seeing. This is the first son-father duo that we're seeing in the NBA. Because we saw the Griffins in baseball. We saw I can't remember the hockey family, the the one hockey player that played with his sons. We heard of the Griffins in baseball. We heard of the one hockey player playing with both. we heard we heard we heard we heard we saw the Griffins in baseball play as the first father son duel. We saw the two hockey brothers play with their dad in hockey. So and you say that Bronny and LeBron are the first son father duo to ever be in the NBA, to ever be in the NBA, you can say that's amazing to see. That's amazing to see and amazing to do because Bronny and LeBron, they could win a championship. Like this could be if he wins a championship with his son, if he wins a championship with Bronny, just think what that would do for LeBron James's career. Because when we look at what LeBron James has accomplished in the NBA, LeBron James, the all-time scoring leader, 4 championships, 4 MVPs. Like, LeBron James, what else does he have to accomplish here? What else does he have to accomplish here? Like, the Lakers drafted Bronny. If you're telling we could say that if the Lakers now drafted Bronny to the Lakers. Like, you still have Anthony Davis, you still have Bron, now you have Bronny. I think if you add LeBron James with LeBron James and Bronny being the first son father duo in the NBA, we can say that if they win a championship together, we can say that LeBron won a championship with his son. LeBron won a championship with Bronny. We can say that. But when we look at LeBron's career, he changed the landscape. Him and Kevin Durant changed the landscape changed free agency, how we look at it today, where there's all of these super teams. LeBron and Kevin Durant changed the landscape of free agency, how we look at free agency in the NBA, how we look at free agency in the NBA as fans, and when we look at this, we can say that Bronny and let me say this, guys, is that if Bronny and LeBron wins a championship together. A championship together. This could be the greatest duel ever. For LeBron to win a championship with Bronny, this could be one of the greatest duels ever. Because being on the same basketball court is amazing. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see. But I do think Bronny should start in the regular season so we can see LeBron and Bronny more, because hey, if the Lakers win the championship this year, if I'm the Lakers, I would want to start Bronny and LeBron, or have Bronny and LeBron come off the bench. Have Bronny and LeBron start in the lineup. Because look at what that would do. More ticket sales for the Lakers, more ticket sales for the NBA. Jersey sales would go up. Like, I'm going to say this. Bronny and LeBron on the same court, the first ever son-father duel on the same court against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This would be amazing to see. Like, this was amazing to see. The first father-son duel in the NBA, amazing to see. Like, we have to give credit where credit is due, because LeBron, look what he did in his career. All-time scoring record. Got Bronny drafted to the Lakers. Got Bronny drafted to the Lakers. And has the all-time scoring record. Has four championships, 4 MVPs. Got Bronny drafted to the Lakers. The Lakers drafted Bronny. Like, seeing the first father-son duel in the NBA with LeBron and Bronny, this is amazing, because we saw Bronny and LeBron. We get to see Bronny and LeBron on the same NBA team, in the NBA, and on the floor together. This is going to be amazing to see. If I can say this. If the Lakers win a championship with LeBron and Bronny, LeBron can say, we can look at LeBron's career, say, all-time scoring record, 20 All-Stars appearance, 4 MVPs, 4 Finals MVPs, 10 trips to the Finals, and win a championship with his son? If the Lakers win the championship? Are you kidding me? I would like to see Bronny, if I'm the Lakers, I would have Bronny start the regular season with LeBron, or let him come off the bench, because this would be amazing to see. Because we could see a lot of easy money buckets from Bronny, a lot of easy money buckets from LeBron, and Gym City dunks from LeBron, Anthony Davis. Bronny, like we could. I definitely think Angel Wilson has had an amazing career because she won the MVP this year. She made her team to the championship round. And again, I'm going to say this. We could have seen a Aces Link finals if the Aces played good defense. The Aces played amazing defense the entire year. I'll give credit to that. I'll give credit to Casey Plum, to Chelsea Gray, to Jackie Young, to Adrian Wilson. But when you're going against a good team and a good team that you lost to in the New York Liberty that were more motivated, that was more appeared, like like we can say that the Aces won two championships. Probably next year, they're going to come back more motivated. Probably next year, the Aces, Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Plum, Chelsea Gray, that entire Aces team, that entire Aces team will come back more motivated, more motivated. But when you look at it, when you look at it from a standpoint, um, Angel Reese is going to get better as a player. Caitlin Clark is going to get better as a player, and all of these players are going to get better. All of these players in the WNBA is going to get better. But I do think that Aja Wilson winning her second MVP, her third MVP, or second MVP, and just having a dominant, dominant season, whatever you want to call it for Aja Wilson. I think her and the Aces are still going to be a championship team because you got Plum, you got Chelsea Gray, you got Jackie Young, you got Angel Wilson, and you got a good coach in Becky Hammond that can win you games. So I could see the Aces winning another championship. Even though we got a New York Lynx, I mean, even though we got New York, a New York Liberty Minnesota Lynx final, doesn't mean that the Aces will win another championship. But with LeBron and Bronny playing their first Minnesota with LeBron and Bronny playing their first ever preseason game. We seen Bronny score his first points against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say this. Is that I think when you when you have the first Sun Fire duel, like the Lakers drafted Bronny. The Lakers drafted Bronny. And I think if LeBron and Bronny, the Lakers drafted Bronny, and the last time we saw in that something in forts like this, in any forts like this, we saw with the Griffins in baseball, with the hockey players, with one of the hockey brothers with one of the hockey brothers. Because look at across the NBA and across the NFL. You got the Kelsey brothers. You got you got the Kelsey brothers in the NFL. You got um you got Bronny and LeBron playing together now. I think it's very interesting that the Lakers drafted Bronny because if LeBron wins a championship with the Lakers, he can say, I won a championship with Bronny, my son. I won a championship. You won a championship with your son. Because if LeBron wins a championship, LeBron has accomplished everything he's done in the league, he has accomplished. But I do think if he wins a championship with Bronny, I think that would be the ultimate championship for LeBron because then he can say, I won one with Bronny. I won one with my son. I think that would be a a championship if LeBron wins a championship with Bronny. That will be a championship that LeBron will remember because he won one with Bronny. Because when we look at the Lakers drafted Bronny before the Lakers drafted Bronny to let the Lakers drafted Bronny. And I think this Lakers team could go very far. Could go very far. This Lakers team could go very far because I think you should start Bronny in the regular season or let him come off the bench in the regular season because this would be a interesting. This is still an interesting duel to watch. This is still a interesting duel to watch because Bronny is going to be very good, a very good NBA player, a very good NBA player. People can say, "Well, Bronny scored 2 points, scored 2 points in summer league, then have a good summer league, a good summer league, um, a good summer league." He turned it around the last game. He turned it around the last game. So he turned it around the last summer league game in the summer league. I just think a lot of people a lot of people have to under a lot of people don't understand the game of basketball. If you pick up a basketball, if you pick up a basketball, if you ever picked up a basketball, you would understand. You would understand if you ever picked up a basketball. Because because I'm going to say this, Bronny will be a good NBA player. Will be a good NBA player. Because when we look at it, you got the first son father duel that we're seeing in the NBA because over the years we had the Morris brothers in the NBA, we had the Plumlee brothers, the Plumlee brothers, the the like we had a lot of brother duels and a lot of brothers come in the NBA, and now we have the first son father duel in the NBA. That's just crazy to me. But I do think Bronny and Brown will win a championship. It might be the summer league. It might be the summer in season tournament championship. It might be an NBA championship. Because when you look at it, Brown accomplished a lot in his career, and Bronny is going to accomplish a lot as well in his career for years to come. But the I do see the Lakers winning another championship if LeBron wins another championship with Bronny. I think that will be a separator there because I mean, if LeBron wins another championship with Bronny, I would say that would mean a lot to LeBron, that he won one with his son because what, like a lot of people, I get it, where a lot of people, I get it that they weren't on board with the pick because the Lakers got JJ Redick. They they hired JJ Redick. They hired they hired JJ Redick. They drafted Bronny, LeBron's son. The Lakers didn't make no moves. I'm going to say this: the Lakers might the Lakers might shock the world and just win a NBA championship. And LeBron, when we look at it, he has the all-time scoring record. He has the MVPs. He has 4 rings. Um, there's nothing that LeBron can't accomplish because when you look at that from a standpoint, the Lakers drafted Bronny. The Lakers, the Lakers, they're the first son father duo. I would say that if LeBron and Bronny wins a championship, even though the Lakers have D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis, um, all those kind of pieces. You could still win a championship with that Lakers team that you have, even though they missed out. Even though they missed out on Klay Thompson last year, um, DeRozan last year, Paul George last year. I do think with this first Sun Fire duel team, I do think O'Brien and Bronny can win a championship. They're going to win a championship. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there and stay blessed, everybody, and peace.